I guess you could say, rant to the Rocket League community. I'm seeing a lot of toxicity in the matches I've been playing recently. I'm hating the toxicity I'm seeing. In fact, the last match I just played even, it was so bad. Like, if you try to save a shot, you try. Okay? In all honesty, that's all that matters in non-competitive. If it's in competitive and you see toxicity, don't get angry at it, because that's how those work. But if you're in casual and see toxicity, you have every right to get angry at them, because it's casual. It's a casual match. There's no need to get angry. There's no need to get toxic, I meant. So for those that do get, for those that do that, be toxic and casual, you're not a nice guy. Because what just happened to me is I tried to save a shot. It didn't end out too well because I own gold. But of course, I still tried, nonetheless. And to me, that's all that matters. I tried. I didn't hold my analog stick to the side or anything. But it still just decided I'm gonna flip for no reason. So for those of you who think it's fine to say thanks to an own goal like that, what you gotta find out is that they tried to save it. Like I just did there. I tried to save it but failed because I didn't see it coming. No one said thanks to that, and no one said what I saved. Because they knew I tried. But the two people I'm playing with are some of my good friends. They're great people, and also they're not toxic. We're only toxic to people who are toxic. Okay? Because if you're toxic, we're toxic. That's how it works. In my eyes, and I think that's fair because I always go back to the golden rule: treat others how you want to be treated. So if you're toxic, you're gonna get people who are gonna be toxic to you. I just think it's not a good thing to see in any game, let alone Rocket League. Because this game is a good game, especially the game I'm playing. I'm gonna turn British, but that's because I like being British sometimes. It's jolly good fun, this game mode. It's called Rumble, and I love it to bits. Because you get power-ups to help you, and sometimes it can be a little annoying, but sometimes it can just be fun. Like this, ready? Well, I mean, almost. Almost like that, but I got booted and teleported. I guess you can see where that's going, and if you watch a YouTuber running Galaxy, you'll see that happen in his Rumble parts of any OP video he does. Takes magnets, starts flying. But when it comes to casual matches, I think he even said in his videos, he's gonna include actual subscribers into his OP videos, so he's not gonna have any more subscribers OP because the community is getting too toxic for him. I think that's what he said, and people are quitting Rocket League because of the toxicity that other people have in them, and that's not right to me. Because when I played the original version of Rocket League, I loved it. The controls were a little bit bad, and you saw that I did a weird flip there, but I didn't flip properly. I just didn't double jump. I double jumped. That's because sometimes that can happen. The flips are still a little bit wonky even after about 4 years of release. So some things I think need to fix, but that's fine. I like this game still. But when I played the original version of Rocket League, which was called Supersonic Acrobatic Rocket Power Battle Cars, I loved it. It was a great game. There was no toxicity because there was no chat. Even better. But that being said, when this game came out, they added chat, and that's nice and all. Chat is a nice thing. Yet, you think about it, you're gonna have toxicity, right? And that's what always happens, is toxicity. They left because of this. They left because of that. This is my friend Manivor's perspective. He doesn't use ball cam, for those wondering. He said himself he never has and never will. He says that it turns on every single time he starts playing. But he's a different person when it comes to playing Rocket League. He doesn't care that much. And I'm okay with that. Vote to forfeit. But what was I gonna say for the rest of it? I don't like the toxicity, because when this game was first released, it was amazing. I absolutely loved it as well. I didn't get to play it upon release, but I got to play it about a year later. So I was there for about the beginning. But the very beginning of this game I was there for. I was there in Season 3 of the original game. Like this version, the competitive season of this game. And it's still a great game to this day. All the mechanics are still there from before. Nothing new in mechanics have been added. Like Psyonix adding in any new mechanics. But what I will say is that although no new mechanics have been added, old mechanics are leaving us, I think. I haven't checked, but I think some old mechanics are going by. I don't know. Just a little side thing. I mean, to me, it's still sad that people are quitting Rocket League solely because of the toxicity that is in Rocket League. Solely because of that. I think it is genuinely, like, stupid. Not on the people who are leaving's part, but on the people who are toxic's part. Because if you want to be toxic, just go to Fortnite, really. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, like, there are so many other games to relieve your stress, and if you're gonna take it out on other people in Rocket League, you've got a questionable life there, buddy, because you're just making other people quit when you yourself are at the verge of quitting that game as well. And I guess not fun. Wait, who won this team? No, we won, okay. I didn't check the score on this one. I mean, like, you see the person I'm playing with here. Their name was different back in this. The colors are matching Sprite 3, but this was before Sprite 3. In fact, it wasn't even my idea to call us the YouTube Noob Clan, as my friend said. The friend in this match actually told me to name us YouTube Noob Clan, and I just went with it. And I made the colors the YouTube logo colors, you know, the YouTube play button. But I mean, there is no real point in killing off this game, because, I mean, Psyonix made Supersonic Aircraft Fire Battle Cars. How many people made it, though? I forget how many people made it when they made SARP, as they'll call it now. I forget how many people actually worked on it with Psyonix and everything, but I don't think many people worked on it, and they made a great game. Then they upgraded it to this. So what is this? What Psyonix SARP. SARP was the stepping stone, as some people say, for an amazing game like this. But there's another part to it. With anything good, there's always bad. And there's the toxic tryhards, the toxic players in general, the tryhards in general. And it's just terrible. It's I hate it so much. Like, I've came so close to deleting it 3 times, Rocket League 3 times, not because of, you know, like, stuff like that, like, it getting so close to deleting it and then them saving it, people saying my goal. No, it's not because of that. It's because people being too toxic. Like, if there was an option for like toxicity to be, toxic players to be marked out of your games, then I'd be all down for that option, and I would always have it turned on. That little toxic rant over with. What I want to say now is that there is more to this story about things I don't find okay in Rocket League. The first one was the toxicity thing. I think that took up a good time. The second one is the bad teammates you can get, because like you can get bad teammates, but the opponents will be good. So let's say you and a teammate have you're in a random, just you're doing good, you're creaming the opponents technically. Let's say you do that, right? Well, then the next match you play with a random again, you get a newbie technically, or a normie in casual and competitive. You get a normie in competitive, casual play, and that's not right. Casual players and competitive make no sense to me. But whenever I want to meet casual players, I go to competitive. And that's because that's where they are. They're chilling in competitive. Like, why are they in competitive when casual is meant for casual players who just want to play the game and have fun? And competitive is for the players who try to win. I forgot I tried to make a car work with the gremlin things. I should still have them. Oh, who did I give them to? The Xenosplash. I need to get those 2 back. Because honestly, I quite like that car. It fits the wheels so well. But, like, this is a random teammate, and we won, and I won with this random teammate in competitive. But then the next match, I remember the next match I lost. So there's me trying to save it, and me completely failing to save it. What are the camera settings too? This guy, his car's a little small for my liking. But it's better than his teammate, which was the triggered guy. I'll tell you later. There's like so many things that are good and bad about Rocket League. It's the pros and cons, is what I'm trying to say. You have to take the good with the bad. But in Rocket League, the bad can be so easily fixed. It's not Psyonix's fault, it's the community's fault. Well, also it's Psyonix's fault with the searching for players near your skill level. If they were, then how come that practically none of my teammates and enemies, for that matter, opponents, can fly properly? Like, I'm the only one who can actually do some form of flying. That's only thanks to Sunless. I've learned most of my skills from other YouTubers like the flight that I can do, and some of my friends are a little bit angry with me that I can fly. But the memories of me flying. My friend was just raging. My friend deleted Rocket League 3 times because of me beating him in 1v1, and he knows he can't beat me. He accepts that fact. I know he'll be able to beat me eventually, but for now he's only beat me due to Spotify playlists. Don't know how that helps, but it does. But, like, and for those of you who's hearing this and thinking, oh yeah, well that's because it's a game and games cause violence. This game has to be a great stress reliever because you can make private matches that are absolutely chaotic and fun to play. None of my friend makes the best private matches ever, and they're always chaotic, but I love them. Love them. It's amazing what you can do with the exhibition private matches, like the mutator settings. It's amazing what you can do with them. That is amazing. I would have never thought to do some of the stuff that my friend does in the private matches that he makes. But that's what he does. Alright, I still love this. Let me get to Mr. Toxic here. He missed badly. I think he actually left after his goal as well. Didn't he? Okay, now when did he leave? Because I know it was him. Whatever. I mean, there's so much good and so much bad. I know I'm repeating myself a bunch now, but it's because it's kind of important. Because this game is the reason I got a PS4. Okay, I would have gotten an Xbox if I liked the controller back then, but I didn't like the controller back then, so I got a PlayStation. Now I realize how good that the Xbox actually is compared to the PlayStation. That being said, I still like the PlayStation. Don't get me wrong, like it's good and everything. I grew up Sony, so I mean, so there's always someone who's gonna try and say like, yeah, but I done the same thing and I like the other. There's always an opinion of everything. My opinion is that, to me, PlayStation's just more user-friendly. It's because the controller, my thumbs automatically go where the two analog sticks are. Sorry about that. But yeah, I mean, there's not much else to say. Why did it show calculated there? I don't even have the calculated. Anyway, if you guys want to see my inventory from last time, I'll remove the limiteds because no one wants to see those. Yeah, this is basically it. I mean, you guys know who to invite if you guys want anything out of this inventory. Good luck getting these. Read that. Not tradable. Thanks for giving me gray. It looks so close to white that no one would notice. And if any of you want any of the import cars that you see, good luck getting them, because my goal is to keep all the import cars. I'm doing good. I've got all the ones from crates, which is what I've been trying to do. But that's bringing me on to another point about some things in Rocket League that I hate and some things I like. As trading, no one cares about the sentimental value anymore. It's all about the prices. They will put a price list and say, yeah, but it's this price, but it holds a special place in my heart. Yeah, but it's this, but it holds a special place in my heart because of how I got it. Yeah, there's like this amount of keys. I don't care it's that amount of keys. It holds a special place in my heart. Okay? And everyone else that I try and do this with is the exact same. They're like, can you at least do a little more? It's a little bit special to me. And I try and do a little more, but my little more is never enough, because to everyone else, my inventory is absolute garbage. There's nothing in here that anyone wants. There's literally nothing. And some would argue, yeah, but you got white Wildcat ears, you got white Yamanes, Voltaics, inverted Stellar, you got a lot of good stuff. You even got a painted Octane. Some will say, I don't have a painted Octane. Okay? The thing is that as much as I feel for you about not having good stuff, I also don't have much good stuff. Okay, like, what I have compared to what other people want is nothing. I have nothing to them. Like, and I'm probably never gonna have anything that anyone wants for a long time. Because there is nothing good to anybody. And that makes me feel bad. That makes me feel sad about my Rocket League inventory. Why should I feel sad about my Rocket League inventory? Because whenever I offer stuff, it's never enough for some people. Some people want to milk you dry about your passionate items. The items you hold a passion for. That's not right to me. It's like giving a kid an ice cream. Okay? But then after he's done 2 licks, you take it away from him and says he can't have it anymore. That kid's obviously going to cry because he likes ice cream. And he likes that ice cream you gave him. You gave him the ice cream, and you told him he could have it. Why'd you take it away from him then? So why are you having your passion items, but then trying to milk me dry of all my passion items too? It's being a little greedy when you think about it. And I know this will sound like I'm being greedy at the same time, which I'm not trying to. But what I want to say, what the point I'm trying to get at here is, you can complain that you're not going to get something all you like. To me, it holds a special place in my heart. And I know it's a weird thing to say about a video game, especially Rocket League, but it holds a place in my heart because I might not be able to get that item again. Like this White Twinser. To some of you, it's just another car, and to some of you, you have plenty of them. I don't know why I don't know how you'd get plenty of Titanium White Twinsers, but maybe you have a lot of Titanium White Twinsers. So, you know, you don't care about them. So you trade them up if you wanted to, and you probably already have. But to me, it's special because I haven't gotten a white car. Like a white import car, should I say. I have another white car, but it's not an import, so that means it's very low on the key spectrum, which sucks. And there's so many things. Like, why is it that practically any white car that isn't an Octane is like a key and a half? Right? Like, why is the community favoring Octanes? I know it's the best car, but just because it's the best car doesn't mean it has to be the most expensive car to use. I mean, you guys have a free one that works on both teams. So why are you spending upwards of $100 to get yourself a white Striker Octane? Like, why do you want to look so expensive? Okay? Like, do you like the feel of having a painted Octane in your inventory? Just buy a set of 10 keys and pick up 2 for cheap. Pick up a gray one, why don't you? Stop wanting the most expensive stuff in the game. No one needs it. They just want it. I like the white Future Shock I've got. I couldn't get it in Rocket Pass 2 because I didn't play enough because I was more interested in Fortnite back then. I realize now that Fortnite is practically a trash game. That being said, I like what the creator is doing. Okay? I remember a little while ago I saw a post that said that Fortnite creator is buying thousands of trees to stop them from being cut down. The Fortnite creator is buying trees to not make them get cut down. I like that. That he can keep going for as long as he lives, okay? I support him. He's using the money he gets from Fortnite, the sales he gets, to buy trees. You know, happy little trees. He's a good person, and those who hate Fortnite are just hating the game and not the creator. Because the creator is doing good. Alright? Some will say he's doing God's work. I think he is doing God's work in saving the planet. Because the Amazon is not doing so good right now. I think it's still on fire, I'm not sure. And that's bad. So buying trees to stop them from getting cut down is amazing. Like, keep doing it, please. Like, if we could just have artificial Christmas trees in our house instead of going out each year and cutting one down. Because my Nan and Pop have a Christmas tree that you have to put up every year and then take down after Christmas is over. And I mean, for those of you who want to go out and cut down a tree because it's less work, you're killing the planet just to save yourself a couple minutes of work. It doesn't take that long to set up the tree, I know from experience. And if you do it right, it's going to take you like, what, 10 minutes to set up a Christmas tree? And I mean, if you do it, and your kids question why we have an artificial instead of a real one, you can just lean down there and say, we're saving the planet. You want to live longer? Or do you want to die sooner? I thought so. Because you know your kids want to live for longer. I just realized how off-center Future Shock is on this car, and I hate it already. But like, I mean, I may re-download Fortnite for Save the World. I like Save the World. It's a nice game mode. Okay, because it's a, like, how do I explain it? It's like Borderlands in a way. Alright, you're trying to save stuff, which is why it's called Save the World. And the story of Save the World is also nice. I like it. One sec. It's nice. I really like it. But when it gets right down to it, some people hate Fortnite because of how popular it is. Really? Then why do you like Minecraft if it's so popular? Like, why hate something if it's popular and then like something else that's popular as well? Be consistent, please. You're gonna help us all out if you just be consistent. You're saving a lot of people's time. But I mean, there's not much else to say for this. This was just a little rant that I decided to do to blow some steam off my chest, really. Is that the right sentence? Is the right saying, blow steam off the chest? That's not the right saying at all. See, I'm an idiot. I don't know sayings at all. What is the right saying? What is the right saying? Letting steam off. Cooling down is what I'm gonna say. Because I don't know what the proper saying is. I think it is, like, letting steam. You steam up, so you steam down. How do you steam down? Steam down already, please. How do you steam? How does one steam down? So, like, some people would call this playing games at 3 a.m. or like 10 a.m. or like something a.m. when they haven't slept for a long time. I'm that way at 6 p.m. I usually sleep at around 9:30 p.m. That just goes to show how weird I am. But to me, that's okay, because it's who I am. I'm gonna be motivational, or try to be motivational as best I can. This one's also a motivational speech for women. I'll get to the men's side later. For all the ladies who ever decide to watch this video, which is going to be absolutely none, but it's still worth saying. If you ever think to go through plastic surgery in your life, just don't. Okay? You women are beautiful the way you are. You do not need to change a thing. And you definitely don't need to be going through that. Because it's probably an expensive procedure. And what are you getting out of it, really? You're getting nothing out of it besides some non-family friendly stuff that I don't want to say. And so you're trying to get someone more interested in you than they probably already are. Okay? And you're gonna decide that it's a good idea to go set up a date and time to go through plastic surgery in your life. And not think that maybe what I'm doing is not a good idea. Because it isn't. You're changing who you are. Like, what you look like on the outside, you're changing that. When you probably already look good in the first place. But you think you don't look good. And you get that engraved in your head. I don't like that. Makes me feel uneasy to a certain degree. It really does. Because, I mean, what are you trying to make yourself look like at all, really? I could search up what you're doing. Search up what you're gonna look like afterwards. And just go search up a fake version of that. And it'll have the same effect, but one's cheaper. Because you need to do a quick Google search. Rather than a quick, time-consuming process and everything. Then you have to go get to the surgery room, do the surgery, and then leave. Knowing that all you've done is sit there, or lie there, or whatever, and just let it happen. So, if I ever get a girlfriend who's had that happen to them, when I find out that's happened to them, I know it's kind of bad to say that I'm gonna dump them, but I'm gonna dump them. I will dump a girl who's done plastic surgery because they've tried to make themselves look prettier than they are in the first place. To me, that's not right. It genuinely isn't. It genuinely isn't. And I've never had I've never liked it, and I've never wanted to like that. Because what you're telling me is that you want to see it happen more often. So you're trying to change your appearance to make me like you more. And all I'm gonna do is dump you because you're trying to change your appearance. You're trying to change who you are. Well, that's really all from me. I've got nothing else to say. I mean, that's the end of this rant and motivational at the end. Motivational, I guess you'd call it motivational. Would what I just said to women be motivational, or would it be offensive? I think it'd be motivational because it's telling women that you're pretty no matter what you do, unless you go through plastic surgery. That's really it. Yeah.